Good morning. February 3rd, I think. Tuesday, I think. 5th day on trail, I think. Doing a shorter day today. It's nice out. It's probably 25 or something right now with no wind. As you can see, I'm breaking trail, but most of it isn't too deep right now. It's only a few inches. And then you'll go back again and it'll be, another 1 foot drift or 2 foot drift. But right now I'm hiking without spikes. Just walking along. Just doing around 7 miles today. It's a shorter hike. A lot of things kind of dictate your distance. The weather, where you're gonna try to stop, where there are campsites, where is there a place I can get picked up at. All those things kind of make your decisions for you. Where is water available? Things such as that. So right now I'm staying at the Green Dragon Hostel for maybe about 3 days. Today it's a beautiful thing. I'm doing a slack pack, so in my backpack I've taken out almost everything, and all I'm carrying is my rain jacket, some food, little snacks, and just hardly anything, gloves, just a few things. So you're carrying a 6 or 7 pound pack compared to carrying 30 pounds. It just feels like you have nothing, which is nice. And we're gonna slack pack out of that Green Dragon for about 3 days. They'll drop us off somewhere and then pick us up and then take us back to the hostel. And then we can stay warm at night. It's also to the point now, though, that there's not a lot of reason to stay inside every night. We're starting to get overnight temperatures around 20 instead of 5 that they were a few days ago. And it's only getting better. I saw there's a day next week it's supposed to be around 60. But I'm gonna slack out of there for a few more days. And then we're gonna be at a point where it's closer to maybe 40 miles without a place to get out. When we get in Carolina, their Forest Service roads, they close at a certain date and keep them closed. So they'll be closed until mid-March or something, and I'm gonna be there before then. So in those stretches, you just have to bring enough food and be prepared to stay outside, which I am. But it is also nice to have a warm bed and a shower, and they make you breakfast before you leave in the morning and stuff like that. I don't take for granted the luxury of that, but some of that's going to be coming to an end a little bit. I got to get going on some places that don't have that option really, because you're going to be out on the trail, which is fine. It is what it is. Walking around with this bucket hat on, I really fit in really well with the locals. I don't know if I can do it or not, but I'll try it. For the idea of keeping sun off my face and neck is great, but I don't know. I've always been a baseball cat kind of a guy, and just not sure that I can stomach it, but I'm gonna try. I'll give it a try for a little while. As you can see, my spikes are just hanging off. I'm not wearing them right now. There's some brush and stuff. I don't know if you can see it, that you have to kind of step over. But right now, at least for currently, the trail I'm on isn't too bad. It isn't as bad as it was, you know, the section I was on yesterday. And well, stuff. The other thing is, you'll go along for a quarter mile or a half mile, and everything will be pretty cruisy. And then you'll go over a hillside, and on the other side, there's twice as much snow, or the drifts are way worse, or there's all kinds of trees and brush that fell down because that wind went right through a valley or right through a gap. See, now here it's, I don't know if you can tell. Let me try switching it. The snow's just a little bit deeper. It's not by no means deep, but it's enough to slow you down. Anything that makes it harder, that's for sure. So I got my spikes on me. I have the temperature. Let's see what it says. It's a little bit askew because it gets influenced by my body heat. It says 46. It's probably, I bet you it's getting closer to 35 by now, maybe. And then on this side, this is my towel, mostly to dry my tears from all the bad choices I've made in life. Just periodically during the day, I'll break out in tears. Just kidding. Mostly wiping my nose and my eyes watering when it's windy. It's kind of nice to have that, not using the back of your glove all the time or whatever, your sleeve. But no, it's a beautiful day out here doing the thing. It's fun. So I was just saying that it wasn't too bad today and not too deep, and I don't know if you can tell, but now it's become pretty deep again. Just drifts across the trail. Sometimes you can walk kind of right beside the trail because the trail's kind of a bowl from foot traffic, and so all the drifts kind of settle into the bowls of it. But you can see it's, I don't know, it's probably only 14 inches deep right there or something like that, but it's harder for this old guy to walk in that stuff. Real pretty. I'm surprised I'm breaking trail. I thought, you know, somebody would be ahead of me, but there are people ahead of me on the trail. It's just that this snow just came maybe 3 days ago or something, and then it was really windy, and so sometimes the trail's broken and it just blows back over. It's kind of closed off again. I have to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing too, because when it gets like this, quite often it's hard to tell where the trail is. Sometimes you think you're on it and it's just a nice deer trail or a nice water runoff kind of a scenario, and I'll follow that for a while and then have to, occasionally you'll have to backtrack or figure out kind of what's going on and where you're off. A lot of times if you look backwards you can see a white blaze somewhere, but I haven't had that luck yet here. But this is trail, I'm pretty sure. I know the other day when I was hiking and it was snowing, and it had snowed all night, you couldn't find the blazes because the snow was sticking to the trees, and so you just couldn't see them. to know if you're on trail or not. I'm pretty sure I'm on trail. Sure looks like trail. And you just have these little scrambles where there's brush. This section has been, I would say, pretty easy as far as blowdowns compared to what I dealt with yesterday. Was a lot tougher. And that's the thing about this. The stretch I'm on today, they said is an easy hike. Well, what that really means is it's an easy hike relative to most of the hikes on the trail. But I think they're all hard. It's not flat ground, at least not in Georgia. Just going up and down and up and down and up and down. What easy, I think, has to do with... Mad Max is about to catch me. He's coming from behind. What easy has to do with is relativity, how easy it is compared to a different day's hike or stuff like that. And I think today's hike is easy. And it's not a lot of miles, 7 miles. Tomorrow's 14, I think. And that next day is supposed to be a really tough one, like 17 miles with 5,000 feet of gain. But I'm slack packing. So when you have 25 pounds less on your back, it is pretty nice. And I think the weather's supposed to be nice. We're trying to kind of beat some rain here today, and